It's Friday, 2 Corinthians chapter 12. Here for the third time I'm ready to come to you, and I will not be a burden, for I seek not what is yours, but you. For children are not obligated to save up for their parents, but parents for their children. I will most gladly spend and be spent for your souls. If I love you more, am I to be loved less? But granting that I myself did not burden you, I was crafty, you say, and got the better of you by deceit. Did I take advantage of you through any of those whom I sent to you? I urged Titus to go and sent the brother with him. Did Titus take advantage of you? Did we not act in the same spirit? Did we not take the same steps? Have you not been thinking all along that we've been defending ourselves to you? It is in the sight of God that we have been speaking in Christ, and all for your upbuilding, beloved. Forgive me if what I'm about to say comes off as self-serving. That is not my intent. This morning, I want to candidly look at the pastor-parishioner relationship. So yesterday, I was reelected to another term as presbyter in our fellowship. I don't do this out of ambition to be in charge. I do it out of ministerial devotion. It may surprise you how often our motives as ministers are challenged or misunderstood. Paul, though misunderstood by the Corinthians, did not allow their misunderstanding to change how he actually felt about them. He was a spiritual father to these people. He is the parent who's providing for the children, and he does it cheerfully, and he's resolved that he will continue in that role. His determination is to spend and be spent for their souls. I've been pastoring here in Giddings, Texas for many years. I've been pastoring in the Assemblies of God all my adult life. And my life work is the enrichment of people's souls. It's my privilege to bestow the most precious blessing upon people who are in spiritual poverty. I love my job. Yet fulfilling such a calling oftentimes involves suffering. The body's exhausted, the mind gives way under the strain of the tension of prolonged ministry. Many a man or woman of God is buried beneath the weight of work that is not appreciated or work that's misunderstood to such a point that the people for whom they are serving and who they serve along end up just walking away from the relationship like prodigal sons, leaving that minister in deep sorrow. I have more than once told young ministers, if you can do anything other than the ministry and be fulfilled, don't go into the ministry. It will eat you alive. But many of us, like Paul, we have to say, woe unto me if I don't do this. I can't imagine doing anything else with my life. I love Jesus. I love Jesus' people. I even love the people who are angry at Jesus. And when I can help them see that God is a good, good Father, and I help them reconcile to God, every petty misunderstanding fades from my memory. I really do love my job. But more often than we care to admit, ministers who've spent their lives investing in people are all too often met with indifference and ingratitude. Ministry's hard. I feel very loved in the ministry. I feel loved by my church. I feel loved by the Assemblies of God section that I serve as presbyter. I'm really in a good place. And I'm not just talking about geographically. I'm in a good place relationally. I know many pastors who are not. October is Pastor Appreciation Month. Put a bug in the ear of your church leadership and remind them. Do that awkward, we love our pastor presentation on some Sunday in October, but your pastor feels awkward enough about it, so don't overdo it. Now that being said, if you really want your pastor to feel appreciated, don't just sign that pastor appreciation card that gets passed around on Pastor Appreciation Sunday. You got an entire month. You know your pastor. And you know your pastor's love language. Pastors like me, we need to be told we're appreciated. Some pastors need to be shown they're appreciated. Some pastors would love nothing more than to just spend an afternoon with you. Maybe Something tangible says I appreciate you to your pastor. A new coffee mug, a book, or a homemade pie. Now, for the people that I pastor, here's what I want for Pastor Appreciation Month. I want a picnic. I want a picnic that honors the physical distancing protocols of COVID-19, but one that creates an environment where we can socialize. And at that picnic, tell me about who you shared this video with and how they made sure that their pastor knows they are appreciated. That's what I want. I love you. I really do. God bless you. I'll see you tomorrow.